You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to week 2 of high school football, a supersized night of action here on Eagle 102 and KJFMradio.com. Mark Front and Chris Grody here at Palmyra as the state-ranked, 5th state-ranked Bowling Green Bobcats take on the Palmyra Panthers. Bowling Green 1-0 after their win over Louisiana last week. Palmyra 0-1 so far in this new season. And we mentioned the state rankings right off the bat, Chris. It was just announced this week. And after your first game, this is Palmyra, you find out that you're taking on, I think, 4 of the top 10 teams in your 9-game schedule, and 3 of those in the first 5 weeks of the season. So it's quite a gauntlet that Palmyra has to run through this year.
Yeah, especially given, period. That's a tough record or a tough season schedule. But given the fact that they're kind of in a rebuild, and I can't even say kind of, that's ridiculous, that they're absolutely in a rebuild season, it's almost unfair for them. But watching them warm up, they look super motivated to play ball.
Everyone right now is super motivated to try and take down the Bowling Green Bobcats. They've been so good for so long. This is your Super Bowl.
At week 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So Bowling Green at Palmyra here in week 2. We also have Louisiana at home once again against Crystal City. The Bulldogs 0-1, Crystal City 1-0, but even with those records, you have to kind of favor Louisiana the way the games have gone the last couple of years, including that playoff game last year. And then we have our on-air game tonight, our game of the week. The Pittsfield Saukeys open up their home schedule against the Olympia Spartans, and Jim Ross down on the call from Pittsfield High School. So a lot of football to be played here in week 2, and a lot of it right here on Eagle 102. We'll start our pregame show for you officially after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here.
Of us ever wore to ski?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. So let's talk about this matchup a little bit. Bowling Green dealing with a couple of dings and dents after the win over Louisiana.
Yeah, Harrison Hunt out for the game with a hand injury, but that actually happened, I think, at the Jamboree.
Okay.
I don't know how long he's out. I know he's motivated to get back in for sure. We had a bit of an injury here at warm-up. It looks like they're working on one of the Bobcats now.
Yeah, and had him on a cart. Luckily for Bowling Green, not one of the starters. It was one of the sophomores that was on the golf cart. So hopefully not an injury that'll keep him out for long. But luckily for Bowling Green, it's not one of the big names. And we saw those big names on display last week, especially out of the backfield with Blaine Bryant. Yeah, Blaine is just continuing. What I really like watching about Sideshow when he runs is he just continues to develop as a very patient running back. In youth football, he was not patient at all. And I think you could ask his mom and his dad, and they would tell you the same thing. He hit the hole as hard as he could, no matter what. And what we've watched over the last couple years is him really develop into that patient runner, let blockers get in front of him. And he's got such an ability to turn speed on immediately that when you think you've got him stopped, all of a sudden he's 10 yards in front of you and you can't catch up to him. And you wouldn't think a guy with his build, because he is a strong guy, would have that next gear, but he does. He has a great burst. He's got nothing but muscle, and I hate saying that about another dude, but he is unbelievable watching him do his track running and his sprints and his long jumps and triple jumps. It's just unbelievable. So Bowling Green, the heavy favorite here in Week 2. They were a heavy favorite in Week 1. We saw some things out of Louisiana, and that's one of our other games this week as the Bulldogs take on Crystal City. And if DeMarco Green had that kind of success against the Bobcat defense and special teams, boy, I think he's going to run all over the field at Cunningham tonight. I think he's certainly going to beat up other teams. I didn't realize he was as fast as he was. And watching him run the ball in that special teams formation, a lot of times he's got good hands, put himself in front of the ball. He caught the ball cleanly in the air or on a bounce. And, man, there's a difference between quick and fast, and he's both. Yeah. He has got some jets for sure, and it's going to be fun to watch him the rest of this 2023 campaign. Yeah. It's Bowling Green and Palmyra here from Palmyra, looking out on Highway 61. We'll be back with our keys to the game after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
And our keys to the game for this Week 2 matchup between Bowling Green and Palmyra. You just can't take Palmyra lightly. No. You got to go out and attack early. I know Bowling Green loves to score on that first offensive series, early in that first offensive series, and I think that would be a big key tonight to get that done. Yeah, I think Bowling Green has to come out to not just to Palmyra, but to every football team that they're going to play and show them that, hey, we're not the same team that we were last year, but we're still a really good football team, and you're going to have to stop us if you can. And then, of course, for Palmyra,
they're going to have to exploit some of the weaknesses that we've seen in the Bowling Green defense over time and see if they can just continue to chase the Bobcats, because they're going to work at a high rate of speed.
Getting ready for our national anthem here. Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups in just a few minutes on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From a classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this Week 2 matchup. First for the visiting Bowling Green Bobcats. They're 1-0, coached by Mark St. Clair. We'll go with the starting offense since we did the defense last week. We'll start it with a senior, number 0 at running back, Blaine Bryant. The other running back is number 22, a junior, Easton Orff. The quarterback is number 8, a junior, Jace Askew. The wide receivers are number 11, a senior, Drew Dalton, and number 28, a senior, Zach Gibson. The tight end is number 34, a junior, Aiden Grody. And on the line, the tackles are number 54, a senior, Caden Penrod, and number 66, a senior, Lucas Jennings. The guards are number 67, a senior, Tucker Watson, and number 73, a junior, Anderson Hunt. And the center is number 75, a senior, Luke Cordy. So that's your starting offense for the Bowling Green Bobcats. The starting defense for the Palmyra Panthers, they're 0-1, coached by Dalton Hill, and they will start at safety, number 3, a junior, Drew Copenhaver. The other safety is number 18, a junior, Layden Simmons. The cornerbacks are number 4, a sophomore, J.T. Thomas, and a freshman, number 5, Pierce White.
Wow.
The linebackers, a junior, number 14, Jonas Janes, and number 20, a freshman, Wyatt Osberg. And the other linebackers are number 21, a senior, Gideon Bogue, and number 42, a sophomore, Rylan Compton. The defensive line looks like this for Palmyra. Number 52 is senior Zeke Myers. Number 72 is senior Jeremiah Edwards. And another senior, number 77, Tyler Ziegler. So those are your defensive starters for the Palmyra Panthers. And just getting back to the keys to the game, it looks like their running back, Gideon Bogue, might be a load. He's got a low center of gravity, and he was kind of laying waste to his own line in pregame warm-ups.
Well, that is a benefit to Palmyra because what we've seen Bowling Green run recently is a nickel formation with 3 down linemen, and you're giving up yardage to an offensive line and a running back that's going to go downhill right away. Not a lot of yards, but 3 or 4 almost every play, and 4 times 3 is 12, so that's a benefit to your offense. Yeah,
they were plugging the gaps. The linebackers were pretty well in Week 1 against Louisiana, but Louisiana didn't mix things up too much on Bowling Green.
They didn't, and with the linebacker core that Bowling Green has, honestly, they're fast and they tackle well, right? They're pretty sharp kids, so you're going to have to continue to try to confuse that group of guys to get your big plays, and I don't know that that's going to happen.
I have to say I miss the big police procession of the Palmyra Panthers to the field. Both teams have been introduced as far as starters go, but neither team is out of the locker room for the final time to get this thing going. Those were our starting lineups. We'll continue the pregame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by PJ's Salon, Noah Builders, and Reed Insurance Agency.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Good entrance there from the Palmyra Panthers. I like the every step that they took running out to midfield. They had some cheerleaders doing flips along with them. That's some talent to do that many flips.
Well, they do it right. I mean, the whole student section goes down here on the sidewalk here and lines the sidewalk and cheers their team coming in. And their sign was guard the yard, beat the Bobcats. So they're showing hey, we're going to make this as personal as you want to make it. So
yeah.
Do it right.
And that's the Palmyra way, isn't it?
It's the Palmyra way. It certainly is.
And I'm not saying, I've said a lot
right.
of things about Palmyra, but they were so good for so long that you got to relish the opportunities where they are in a rebuild and it's because they're good. It's a respect thing.
It's certainly a football culture here, and regardless of your opinion one way or another, they have created a football culture in this school, and now they've just got to rebuild and get back into that.
And they got to rebuild some traditions. I like, they don't have the police procession, so they got the student section out there as Bowling Green makes their way out of the locker room and through the north end zone and down the far sideline. So we'll be looking into the faces of the Bowling Green Bobcats here in week 2. Good crowd across the way. That's a big grandstand for the visitors. You think Palmyra expects people to come to their games?
I think they do, and the Bowling Green showing has grown and dissipated over the years, but I like the fact that they have this for visitors, so that you can have a bunch of people here if you want.
Yeah, get that back and forth going, and get that angst brewing, and make them walk a quarter mile around the track to get to and from the concessions and bathrooms.
Well, whatever. It's our home.
Put their broadcasters outside.
It's their home, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be fine. It ain't raining and it ain't cold. We've been in much worse weather.
And Brian Wassman and everyone here at the Palmyra schools, they've just built a lot of great things. These are great facilities, and they're having a moment of silence for one of the longtime Palmyra boosters right now. So we'll take a final break, come back with football here in week 2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank & Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank & Trust app today. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market, Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Welcome back to Palmyra. Week 2 football just about to begin here on Eagle 102. Mark Prunner, Chris Grody back in the broadcast booth, or adjacent to the broadcast booth. Speaking of traditions, I love the last few years how Bowling Green, while introductions are being made or whatever, or waiting for the coin flip, they'll just run a couple of offensive snaps running right at the opposition. Just say, hey, here it is.
Here we are. Come get us.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
They're a tough team, and they've got talent still in the offensive line. They worked through some difficulties last week, and there's always going to be some growing spurts in kids that are stepping up, guys that are stepping up into those starter positions. And I think, and then of course injuries change some of that too, but I think they're pretty happy. And Mark Sinclair is been around for a while, so he knows how to change players as he sees fit or as he needs.
Yeah, he can make adjustments, and I think that's going to be something you see a little bit more of with him as the head coach of this team. And he brought in, one or two of his guys back from the Hannibal days, and I think it's a good mix of old school and new on that Bowling Green sideline.
Yeah, I think so. I've not heard any of the guys talk negatively about any of the coaches, so that it seems to be a good fit, and you can learn from anybody, good or bad. Coach Sinclair told me one time that you're leading one way or another with the good decisions that you make or the bad decisions that you make, and he's done a good job, I think, bringing people in and helping him set up what he wants as his offense and his defense.
And just to show how committed Bowling Green is to football, they've got guys lined up from the 35-yard line to the 35-yard line, shoulder to shoulder.
I'm glad you said that, because I looked down at this Bowling Green football team, and of course I played football for Bowling Green, and I don't ever remember
You went from the 45 to the 45?
I don't ever remember having that many kids. So he's got a lot of kids. And in schools like Palmyra and Bowling Green, that's what it takes, a coach that's going to go out and get kids to play to build your program. And they've all – and Joe Chin has done a good job of that. Of course, Joe's moved on to his assistant principal position. I think he helps here where he can and when he can. I'm reasonably sure I saw him walking on the field earlier.
Yeah.
So, they'll – that you've got to get somebody to go get kids, because Bowling Green's numbers certainly outnumber Palmyra kids.
Yeah, they're going basically from the 42 to the 38. They're a little off center themselves, but and a lot of those guys are wearing jeans tonight. So they've dealt with some injuries as well as Bowling Green. Bowling Green waiting. Now they head out to the 50-yard line for the coin flip. The coaches will shake hands, and the referees will go over a couple of the ground rules, and then they'll vacate and flip this coin and get week 2 underway. Bowling Green at Palmyra. Bowling Green 1-0. The Panthers 0-1. Our other games on Eagle 102 and KJFMradio.com tonight. Bowling Green, or Louisiana at home against Crystal City, and Pittsfield at home against Olympia. That's our on-air game of the week tonight, as we're trying to spread things out, bring you the most coverage we can from around the region here on Eagle 102. Yeah.
A lot of teams.
A lot of good teams.
Yeah.
Stiff competition all over the place. And
Bowling Green with their senior captains out on the field. It looks like Palmyra's got a couple seniors and a couple juniors. Coaches come running to the sidelines. Well, one coach is running.
Yep, one is running. The younger guy is strutting.
Well, maybe he's happy.
Yeah. All new coaching staff here at Palmyra. If you've read a newspaper or watched some of the Hannibal Quincy media in the last 6 months, you know the story there. We won't get into it too much. And Bowling Green is going to receive the opening kick here tonight. So the Bobcats will get the ball first, and they have the first chance to score here.
You know, here's one of the things about Bowling Green that I watched that has, in the last several years, has been an issue. Lucas Jennings jumping up and down, running off the sidelines here, trying to motivate his team. We're getting the ball, and everybody's just kind of standing there. You know, It doesn't seem like there's a lot of fire energy right now, and that's what I want to see out of a team. I do. I want to see I mean, gosh, I kind of want to go play right now.
Yeah.
I want to pull a hammy. I mean, I'm going to break a finger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I want to play.
So we'll see if Palmyra tries any shenanigans here.
If I'm Bowling Green, I'm moving my second row up as far forward as I can. They're going to, most of the time, we've seen Sideshow Blaine Bryant do some pretty cool stuff with a deep kickoff, and just surely nobody's that dumb to kick in the ball right away.
Louisiana squibbed every single kickoff a week ago. So that is the respect of the deep man for the Bobcats.
And Bowling Green seems to be, we're moving up a little bit now. Nate Mix is moving up, putting him in a good position to get a ball on a squib kick if he needs it.
Shadows of the press box covering from about the Palmyra 30 to the Bowling Green 25.
Your deep backs back here, Blaine Bryant is as far back as he can get. Drew Dalton is just in front of him at the 15-yard line, as well as Zach Gibson. And then Walker Chandler standing at the 30-yard line for anything coming down the middle.
And we have reached 7 o'clock.
Not yet. 2 seconds. 1 second.
So they put the ball on the tee.
You're standing up. You're making me want to stand up. You're making me feel anxious.
And the kickoff is, I think somebody jumped the gun.
Zach got it. Come on, Gibby. Well, it's all right. That'll be decent field position for the Bobcats to start, if that's the case.
So Palmyra will move back, it seems. Or did they just tell them?
I don't think the referee was quite ready yet.
Yeah, okay. We kind of saw that last week, didn't we?
Well, it's second week for them, too.
Yep.
Blaine and Zach switched.
Landon Carroll is the kicker for the Panthers, and he kicks it short.
Pick it up, Nate. Go.
Nate
outside.
Mix does pick it up, gets around.
He can run.
He's got the far side and tries to break a tackle and is brought down across the 40-yard line.
I got to move this away. Sorry.
So Bowling Green, decent field position, starting at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, they kicked the ball pretty good to Zach the first time, and then Squibb kicked it, like you said here, to Nate Mix. He kind of decided finally last minute to pick the ball up, and then he just ran, eastbound and down to get away from everybody, but one man brought him back down.
So Jace Eskew brings the offense onto the field, and they start up from the far hash. Eskew keeps it himself, and he's across the 45-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Bowling Green runs that veer or an option where Jace Eskew, the quarterback, can either give the ball on the dive to the lead man, keep it himself, or pitch it. And he did a really good job at deciding to keep that himself. So a lot of the plays are on him to make a good read on the read man, which is either the linebacker or the defensive end, or both sometimes.
Again at the far hash here on 2nd and 6. The give is to Blaine Bryant, and he moves the pile across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Going to set up a manageable 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, just a straight dive to Blaine that time for probably another 2 yards.
So 3rd and 3, big 3rd down on this opening drive for Bowling Green. First series. Askew under center. He's back to throw. Has to sidestep a man. Now he's on the run. Has first down yardage across the 50 near the 45 of the Panthers. He'll be stopped at the 46 and a first down.
Yeah, good Jace. Good run on Jace. He's looking to get the ball out here to Blaine from his up position. Had some pressure in his face, did a good job to sidestep that and then pick up what the Palmyra defense gave him, about 6-7 yards.
Weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
What do we have on the far side? That was kicked out of bounds.
It'll be illegal procedure on the Bobcats.
So will they take the 35 or the re-kick?
Typically you see them take the 35, but every time I say that, they do a re-kick.
And
like
they
are going to take it to 35.
Yeah. So not terrible field position. We didn't see that. We saw some good kickoffs in week 1 at Louisiana.
Yeah, well, the green kid was on fire
Yes,
right
he was.
away.
They put a man in motion on first down and 10. And the give is on the far side for number 12, Aaron Ritchie. Grody on the stop. Looks like no gain. Yeah, gain of 1, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, I'll give him 1. They keep moving it back and forth. Yeah, it's just Palmyra does a good job of bringing guys in motion, and then they come back opposite sides. So we've seen that a lot from Palmyra. Here comes motion to our near side again, Mark here.
Yeah, they like a lot of motion. And again, the give is to Ritchie, and again, not much there. He may have got 2 this time. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Drew Dalton came up from the cornerback position to make initial contact, and then it looks like Aiden Grody and Lucas Jennings were there to help finish that tackle off, another gain of about 2 yards.
Pittsfield scores first. They lead the Olympia Spartans 6-0 as well. That early in the first quarter. Down under 8 minutes to go here in our first quarter.
Was that Ritchie again that time?
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Yeah, so they came out with something a little different than originally announced. This a long one on the far side and out of the reach of the intended target. They don't even have a number 10 on their roster, but that's who was wide out that time. And it'll bring up 4th down and 7. And starting from the 35, you'd think they're going to punt this away against this high-powered Bowling Green team.
Yeah, I think so. I think you don't want to try it 4th down here and give Bowling Green half of a field. You want them to go over half of a field if you can make them do it.
The kick gets to about the 40 and takes a Bowling Green bounce and finally fallen on at the 47-yard line. So it will be a short field. Dane Dunn falls on it for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he just didn't stay away from it. Palmyra looked like they were trying to stay away from it too.
Yeah.
And if Dane's going to do that, just pick it up and go. But, of course, I'm sure Coach would destroy him come Monday morning for a decision like that.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They scored on their first possession, lead this ball game 6-0.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Palmyra's defense looks pretty good, right? They're slowing Bowling Green down, but Bowling Green's defense looks really good too so far. So see how they make any changes.
7:32 to go, and not much there for Milosevic. His first carry, and he's going to go.
Are they going to give him the line of scrimmage or lose a yard?
No, they're going to lose a yard, I think. Be 2nd and 11.
Palmyra did a pretty good job of getting pressure up front, so the Bobcats' offensive line has to press through that and force those guys forward for as long as they can.
Yeah, it's a big, strong line for Bowling Green. They got to use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. Little misdirection. Put it in the air to the far side. That's
Good
caught.
catch.
Oh, it's out. Did not pull it in. The intended target on the far side was Walker Chandler. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Looked like he had it, but did not control it all the way to the ground.
Jace had pressure. Jace had pressure right up front and did a good job to get the ball off. Number 21 for Palmyra was right in his face and hit him.
Milosevic to the far sideline.
Gideon Bogue is who that was on that tackle.
3rd and 11 for Bowling Green. Back to throw again is SQ. On the far side, releases at the very last second. There's a flag on the near sideline, out near the 50-yard line, and we'll see what that is.
Yeah, Jace didn't look like he had much of a receiver out there, and his guys in the middle of the field running the deep ball weren't really running very hard, so he didn't have any second outlet. That call was on Bowling Green, and they declined it.
Yeah, illegal man downfield was the call, and Bowling Green's going to have to punt here as they declined it, so it's 4th and 11.
Something we've not seen a lot from Bowling Green.
A punt, especially this early in the ball game. Oh, and they fake it. On 4th and 11, Bryant can't catch it. It's a turnover on downs. So Palmyra will take over in Bowling Green territory. 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 46-yard line. 1 for 2 tonight, converting 4th downs. I believe they're 2 for 3 now on the season.
Yeah, I'm shocked they called that this early in the ball game, but it was a pretty good attempt on Jace's part. He got the ball out there where only Blaine could get it, and he just couldn't quite get both hands on it.
Yeah, he couldn't get the palms underneath it, just off the tips of the fingertips. And that gives Palmyra good field position from the Bobcat 46-yard line. Clock stops, 6:39 to go here in the opening quarter. There was an official's timeout on the change of possession. Aiden Grody looks like he might have an equipment issue over on the far sideline. He's got the helmet off and he's messing with it a little bit.
Huh.
He needs a screwdriver.
Yeah, he needs one of them screw thingies.
So Bowling Green comes back out on defense. They forced a 3-and-out the first series. Only allowed 3 yards.
And he's got coach fixing it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If that's that shield, he ain't going to wear it anymore after tonight.
It is bright.
Yeah.
They put a man in motion on 1st down. And the give again.
Bryson
broke through one man but couldn't survive the next. Bryson Brandenberger missed, but that was Neil Rainey that got him.
Neil Rainey, yep. Bryson kind of cut through, which caused Richie to cut back, and Neil Rainey came from the backside defensive end position, or maybe outside linebacker, and made a good tackle.
Loss of 1.5 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 11. Palmyra is now down to 2 yards of total offense.
Yes.
And it's a high snap, and Richie gets the negative yardage back, and plus about 2 more, it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, just a dive up the middle, so it'll be, like you said, looks like they're giving them the 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, we've got an injured Panther. That's number 78, Gage Barnett.
Yeah, he was downfield blocking and took a running back in the side of the knee, which is a horrible.
He's going to try and limp off. Trainer's coming out, and I think he's going to make it to the near sideline on one leg. One leg with a brace on it.
Yeah, well, That's a tough kid.
Yes, he is.
Play didn't stop, so he doesn't have to take a timeout.
Yeah, but they ran out of time. Play clock expires. Are they going to give him a fresh one? I think they're going to give him a fresh one.
Yeah, why not?
3rd and 8 after the gain of 3, up to 5 yards of offense on their first 2 series. And now a timeout is taken by the Panthers. With 5:50 to go, they trail Bowling Green 6-0 in the opening quarter. This is Week 2 football on Eagle 102.
Get the week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by La Roots Hair Salon and Tanning, Sun Window Company, and MASH.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102 by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
3rd and 8 for Palmyra. Bowling Green looking for their second straight 3 and out. This actually may be 4-down territory, I'm not sure, for Palmyra. Bowling Green's gone for it on 4th down twice already in this ball game and are 1 for 2. The fake punt came up just empty. They put a man in motion. That's Ritchie to the near side, dropping back to throw. All sorts of time.
Looking deep. Come on,
down the sideline and overthrown. Intended target that time was number 17, Rayson Miller, but just too long off the arm of Ryland Compton.
Yeah, Bowling Green did a really good job of covering this pass. I mean, they had both of the short guys covered, and the quarterback did a good job just to throw the ball up to give his guy a chance, but that guy was even double covered,
yeah.
And Walker Chandler was the closest guy to getting his hand on it.
They said that's one of the focuses of the new defense for Bowling Green is that deep ball coverage that kind of burned them against Blair Oaks.
Yeah, Cody Spiegel is the coach and has kind of taken over there. He's done a good job.
So they're going to go for it on 4th down as well.
Oh, come on.
Got away from one tackle. Is he going to get the corner? No. Turnover on downs on the near side as just
Eli Grody with a great tackle all by himself down here. The guy misses. 2 Bobcats miss him, and Eli Grody comes from a cornerback position and makes absolutely a perfect form tackle. Head on the correct side of the ball and drive the kid outside. So way to go, Eli.
And didn't drive him past that 5-yard out of bounds zone there.
What was the running back on that one?
That was number 10, which I'm going to have to get a name for him because he wasn't in the program for this week. So it's probably a number change as Blaine Bryant puts his head down and gets 4, maybe 5 on 1st down. And it'll be second and a long 5.
Whole pile of Bobcats there.
Yeah.
The whole team clears out, and they got to get off of there's like 4 Bobcats laying on top of each other.
Bryson Brandenburger to the far sideline as the play comes in.
Checking out
with
from
the
his
substitute.
Fullback position.
Again, it's Bryant. He's got 1st down yardage and carries the pile across the 45 to the Palmyra 42. Jeremiah Evans finally brought him down.
Gain of about 12, it looked like. Yeah, Blaine got that ball just as the first up back from the quarterback, Jace Eskew, and uses his speed and then lowers his head and takes what the defense gives him, gains yards as he's tackled.
Running into his line that time was Dane Dunn.
Get a gain of nothing, it looks like.
We'll see what they give him. I think they stop forward progress at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Jonas Janes in on the stop for the Panthers.
Seth Reed checking out.
2nd and 10.
Of the game for the Bobcats.
That hurry up, they send one guy out, one guy in with the next play. And again, Dunn is brought back. They're not going to give him the forward progress this time.
No, that's going to be a loss of 2, it looks like.
No, more than that, 5.
A loss of 5.
Now they're going to bring it back a little bit to about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 for Bowling Green.
So the Palmyra defense is doing a pretty good job here of breaking up the line in the middle of the line. So we're going to have to, Bowling Green's going to have to come up with something else.
Yeah, a little misdirection or something. Back to throw is SQ. Has a man.
Good
now he's going to put it away. Take it across the
Jason.
40. A couple of shoulder shakes there and brought down at the 38. Not enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th and about 6, it looks like.
Jace drops back. He had Oliver Niemeyer running down the field, but they did a pretty good job to cover him. Jace, instead of forcing that throw, kept it himself. And like you said, give a little bit of shimmy and shake down here to try to get some yards. And he's a tough runner. I've seen this kid run over a lot of people.
So 4th and 6, 3rd, 4th down. Bryant is going to throw the halfback throw. It's caught on the far sideline, breaking a tackle, and in for the touchdown. Zach Gibson on the halfback pass. Touchdown, Bowling Green, with 2:47 to go in the quarter.
Got a pretty good block from Dude downfield, but Zach did a good job to stay under that ball and then fight for the yards.
What a cut at the end of that.
For the extra touchdown.
Yeah, to stumble across the line. Wow. 12-0 Bowling Green. They'll go for 2 here for the 14-point lead. It's Bryant, and he sidesteps a man, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. 14-0 Bowling Green. 2:47 to go in the first. This is week 2 action at Palmyra on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Bip Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Calumet of Missouri, and Kearns Construction.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
They have tried some tricks tonight, haven't they?
Yeah.
Bowling Green cashes in on the halfback pass. Bryant to Gibson. Again, a great block by Dude, and a great cut by Gibson at the end to stumble into the end zone.
Well, and a good job, like you said, by Gibby to basically just kind of follow that ball. Blaine throws it up. Gibby sets underneath of it, kind of waiting for it to come down. He's got some defenders around him. He did a good job to get towards the end zone. And then the last Palmyra kid that had a chance to touch him tripped him up, and Zach gave that extra effort for the dive for the touchdown. So he's been waiting probably for that for quite a while as a senior.
Must have been a penalty on the extra point or after, because Bowling Green is kicking off from the Panther 45.
And with Easton kicking the ball, that could be 3
He could put it through the uprights, yeah. Won't count, but it would be fun. He's going to try it.
A
little short, yeah. So I'll take it at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, good kick by Easton. It was dead center of the field, about 10 yards short of the goalpost. No, not 10. The end zone's 10, probably 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20-yard line. Palmyra takes over the 20, and the Bowling Green defense back out and ready to go.
That Pittsfield touchdown was Javen Petty on a quarterback sneak from the 1. It's still 6-0 there. It's 14-0 Bowling Green here. 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Palmyra their third possession, and Bowling Green going to take a timeout with 2:47 to go and a 14-0 lead at Palmyra in Week 2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Keeley Center, Service and Supply Co-op, and Ameriprise Certified Financial Planner Tamara Schurter.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys. Welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford. Farm agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
1st and 10 for the Panthers after the timeout. They come to the near side with a run, and nothing there is gang tackle of Aaron Ritchie.
Bowling Green's doing, defense-wise, is doing a pretty good job of following Palmyra's motion. It's interesting because they have a completely new coaching staff, but we're still seeing some traditional Palmyra football. This is pretty regular.
Yeah, I think somebody left the playbook laying around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So 2nd and 8, they do give them 2 on that first down run. Out of an empty backfield, quarterback going to keep it, and he's wrapped up almost immediately after getting across the line, Rylan Compton, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, those wrap-up, sling-down tackles make me nervous because you always hit the back of your helmet, and that seems to be like the biggest hit in football anymore is that slam of the back of your helmet.
How many folks do you think are watching it, A Taste of Philly tonight?
I don't know. I hope a whole bunch.
KJFMradio.com, video.
Have a water for me.
On 3rd down and 6. Back to throw is Compton. Pump fake. Throws to the near side. His man's got a step, and nice job coming back on the coverage that time. Eli Grody breaks it up. The intended target was number 10 again.
Yeah, we don't know who that is, folks.
Yeah,
if you know,
I'm trying to lift the headphone early enough to hear the PA announcer say it, but we'll get that for you between quarters. I'm sure it was a number change here.
Palmyra's not afraid to throw the ball, but they've not had a lot of luck yet so far.
So they'll punt it away. Short punt, fielded at the 47 and brought down. That was a gutsy return there for Walker Chandler.
Oh, what are they throwing the flag on? There's a flag way back at the hash mark.
And way after the play.
And there was just Bowling Green Bobcats there, so I don't know what the flag is.
They'll talk about it. 3 of the 4 officials as the offense comes onto the field. It's going to be Bowling Green ball.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
And it looks like they're going to pick it up.
Personal foul.
No, it is a personal foul.
Defense.
So that's after the play. So that had to be some verbiage.
Yeah, that's just ignorant. That's just bad football. Bad character.
It'll still be 1st and 10, but it wipes off that nice return there by Walker Chandler.
The crazy return.
Yeah. Yeah, what did he have, about a yard and a half buffer when he caught that ball?
The kid is not afraid of anything that I know of. He's fun to watch for sure.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. It's a handoff on 1st down to Bryant. He's across midfield with a dive to the 50, and it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Blaine gets the ball, like you said, on the dive behind that strong side of their offensive line on the short side of the field here and gains, 6 yards it looks like.
Final 50 seconds of the first quarter, 14-0 Bowling Green. 2nd and 4 from midfield. You done your fantasy draft yet?
No, we used to do a pretty big fantasy football, and that kind of quit a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh, and Palmyra
first down.
jumps, and it is a first down, and we'll stop the clock with 31.6 seconds to go. Take it down to the 45. So after the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 45. I'd go downfield on this play.
I think I would too. Yeah, I'm not sure why the clock is running.
26.4, so another
they got
5 seconds came off.
The white hat's telling him to run the ball. Oh, he's telling him to put it back up, but he decided to keep it.
And, ooh, trouble with the exchange.
Well, that's the problem with.
Yeah, that was Orff on the run, and he's going to lose yardage because of a bad exchange between he and Askew. And that'll do it for the first quarter of this ball game. It's the Bowling Green Bobcats 14, the Palmyra Panthers nothing, as we head to the second. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Bowling Green here in week 2 on Eagle 102.
Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
We have figured out our number 10 problem.
Okay.
The roster we were given earlier this week had Wyatt Osberg as 20. He is number 10, and that's what he is actually in the official program here.
Oh, I guess I have a program. I could have looked at that. Sorry. I grabbed the program, but I just thought this was correct.
Do we have a timeout to start the second quarter?
Yes, I think that is what just happened.
So it'll be second. Did they give them no gain on that last one?
It was a 0 gain.
Okay, I thought they lost yardage, but I guess they fell forward to the line of scrimmage.
They started to move the line of scrimmage marker back, and then they brought it back here to the original line of scrimmage. So they must have given him
forward progress.
Yes, sir, forward progress.
All right, so 2nd and 10 to start the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, 14-0 Bowling Green. That's a big help.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 looks a lot better than 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. More jumping, and Palmyra came across. They got reset, but the big man, number 64, Mike Thomas, jumped again.
He was ready. You got to give him a little bit of props. They give that fake call the first time, and he just was absolutely sure it was on 2, so he was going ahead of time.
I think he got on his tippy toes with the first jump and then just lost his balance.
Well, he might be part of the reason Bowling Green's having some trouble. He's a big kid, and
yes,
he's fast.
Is. So 2nd and 5 for the Bobcats. Roll out. Askew, 2 men in. Oh! Yeah, that's a flag. Grody was the intended target, and he was held up.
Yeah, he was running a corner route here, and there's a little bit of contact after 5 yards, which you can't have.
Yeah, he wrapped him up.
And then as dude started to reach towards the sidelines, they just grabbed him just to prevent him from even coming close to the ball.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful with his hands gestures. We'll have to have a talk about that on the way home. Let the ref call the play. You do your job.
You just sealed his fate. He's riding the bus home.
You don't know what I'm talking about. You just don't tell on me when the game's over.
That's all right. I called him out on a hold last week. So.
My mom called me and told me.
So that marks it at the 25 after the penalty. First and 10 for the Bobcats, who already lead by 2 scores. Here's Bryant. He ducked under the first wave and gets about 7 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Again, he gets that ball out of that up-back formation, and he's just running just a hard-nosed dive football. So it's interesting to see Bowling Green running these real hard dives like this, just saying, come stop us. When do they bounce that outside? Rowan Milosevic on this run.
He's about a yard shy, gain of 2 on the play, so he's got positive yardage now.
Yes, 1.
And
they kind of utilize him in like a fullback role, and he's got some pretty good footwork if you watch him run the ball. He's fun to watch.
On 3rd down and a long one,
Eskew
had it and then stepped back. And he's going to lose yardage. If he would have just lowered the shoulder and dove, he probably would have had the first down. But
I
he
think,
loses 3.
Yeah, I think had he followed that first wave there, he probably would have gotten that first down. But I guess he felt like he could outrun that defender, and he just could not.
Play clock down to 18, 10:35 on the second quarter clock. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Bobcats. They call it 4th and 3, so we'll call it a long 3.
Play action pass here.
That's a pitch out to Bryant, and he's short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. He got 2, he needed 4.
The defensive end on the far side of the Bowling Green offensive line, both guys crashed inside, and the tight end was standing there looking back at the play, and the play was coming right at him.
Second failed 4th down conversion for the Bobcats here tonight, and their lead stays at 2 scores.
Well, they've got Palmyra deep here, so if you're going to give them the ball, this is probably a good way to do it.
Clock at 10:17, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They've got 4 wide receivers. The give is to their lead back tonight.
Ball is out.
Ritchie.
Ball is out.
And he fell back on it. Or actually falling on it was number 6, Daniel Dames.
Oh, good job, Daniel. Daniel Dames with a recovery.
They lost 4 yards on the play. Clock down to 9:52.
Put that down Ritchie as the running back, the loss.
Play clock at 15 as they break the huddle. Again, they put 3 to the near side here on 2nd down and 14. Give is up the middle.
Oh, Jakari.
Yeah, he got him up high, brought him down, stayed away from the helmet, stayed away from the face mask. He just wrapped around him, and Jakari Clark brings him down after a gain of 1.
Good tackle, but Jakari from that nose tackle, nose guard position, whatever you want to call it anymore, but he broke through the line and just wrapped up high on the running back and brought him down after that 1 yard gain, like you said.
Yeah, wrapped him up instead of the horse collar or pulling back that head and neck. That's a smart play. So it's 3rd and 13 now for the Panthers. Look for the deep ball.
Roll out.
Man on man coverage here on the far side, and it's almost picked on the far sideline. Jumping the route was Drew Dalton.
Yeah, Drew did a good job looking to Daniel Dames there. Daniel was on a good route. He is super fast at running, so it was really lucky that Drew was able to jump that route and stop it from being completed, because I don't know a whole lot of people on the football field for Bowling Green in the secondary level that would have caught Daniel Dames.
So they're forced to punt from their own 4-yard line. May have been partially tipped there. Palmyra bounced to the near side, and it's going to be down at the Panther 47. That's where Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10 with 8:32 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Palmyra can't really find anything to do with the ball offensively outside of just a few-yard gain. But you got to give them a lot of credit. They're still continuing to push the ball. They're giving their running backs the chance, and they're going to have to find an adjustment quickly before it gets out of hand. But saying that, they're doing a good job up front shutting Bowling Green's offense down here as of lately.
Yeah, 14-0 with, 16 minutes gone so far. And now a timeout taken. And it's by Bowling Green with 8:32 to go. 14-0. Bobcats lead Palmyra here in the second quarter. Week 2 action right here on Eagle 102.
Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
8:32 to go here in the first half. Teams whistled back onto the field after the Bowling Green timeout ahead of this possession. Bowling Green scored on their opening possession, but it took a 33-yard fourth down conversion, 4th and 7, to set up a Blaine Bryant touchdown, and then the Bryant halfback pass to Zach Gibson. Bryant carries this time and gains 3, make it 4.
Yeah, Blaine has got himself a pretty good rhythm where when he finds a nice little hole to slip through, he gains 4 or 5 yards pretty easily. But Palmyra, again, is doing a real good job at that linebacker position, meeting him at the line or at the second level.
They put Bryant in motion on 2nd and 7. It's a keeper, and Eskew takes it down for a gain of about 3 more down to the 41-yard line. Going to set up a reasonable third down, 3rd and a long 3. Make it 4.
Yeah, that looked like Jace was reading that play and read the ball like he might give it to his up back at first. Then he decided to keep himself and did a real good job of bouncing around with his feet to gain some yards. He had a pretty good push here if he could have just made that decision a little bit sooner. Aiden Grody and the offensive lineman down here had this guy flat-backed 10 yards down the line.
Bryant on third down is about a yard short of the first, and they'll go for it here.
Yeah, I would assume so.
On 4th down and exactly 1. They have gone for it every single time. Mixed results here in week 2 on 4th down. That stomping begins again here in this big grandstand. 4th and 1. Pitch out, and it's a first down.
Yeah.
And I think the Bobcats a little lucky there. Is there a flag?
Yeah, late hit on Palmyra. One of the kids came in late and jumped on the pile, and here's the result injury of that. Why those flags are flown is because of that injury right there.
That's number 17, Rayson Miller, a sophomore that's came up a little lame. And he's walking it off over on the far side.
He's tough. That's a good play on his part.
I think maybe he got a helmet to the side of the knee or something. And it's against the Panthers, like you said.
Yeah, that was pretty easy to see from here. The pile had already been stopped, and then the atomic super elbow came in flying. You remember those from when we were?
Yeah, the Macho Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe a little Superfly Snuka.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, we're going to break out some WWF stuff here, folks.
Don't make me do the Coco Beware dance.
Oh, I will not make you do that. I promise.
Little JYD, come on. Inside handoff and diving forward. And it's just that same play that's eating up 4 or 5 yards each time.
Was that Sideshow running that one? I didn't see who got that ball.
May have been Dane Dunn. He got 3. That was a generous spot for the home team. And it's done again, and he carries the pile close to the first down. They'll bring a 3rd. and 1. Inside the 10 now.
Dane got that ball from his back position. He just hopped outside in like an off tackle, and I thought might have scored there the way he popped out so quick.
3rd and 1 from the 9, and they've got the first down. Done again for a gain of about 3, and it's 1st and goal for the Bobcats.
It's almost like they're running an I formation right now with Bryson Brandenberger as a fullback, and he's just clear blocking the hole wide open, and then Dane's getting caught by a linebacker by the ankles at the last minute and stopping him. But 3 runs and a first down is pretty good for.
Down to 5:27 to go here in the first half. Putting his head down and rumbling toward the line down to the 1 is Blaine Bryant, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And the Bobcats are knocking on the door once again, trying to go up 3 scores here in the first half. 5:10 to go.
You slip out a little out pass here, or you just keep on
I think you keep
pounding it away?
Yeah.
They're in that power formation.
Ground and pound, and there it is. Touchdown, Bowling Green. 1-yard run by Blaine Bryant to make it 20-0 Bobcats here in the second quarter. Good drive. Good sustained drive for Bowling Green.
Well, and they ran that from a different type of formation than what we're used to seeing them. It's almost a power wing formation, and they did a really good job with those extra blockers up front creating bigger holes.
They're going to go for 2, try and make it 22. Roll out, Askew puts it in the air, and it's caught on the near side. That's the man who did most of the work here on this drive. Dane Dunn with the 2-point conversion on the reception to make it 22-0. Bowling Green leading Palmyra, 4:58 to go in the first half. This is Week 2 football from Palmyra on Eagle 102.
Coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Blaine Bryant caps off the drive that started at the 47-yard line.
Yep.
Dane Dunn did a lot of the heavy lifting once they get inside the 25. He ends up getting the 2-point conversion.
Rewarded for his efforts.
Bryant had 4 touchdowns last week, 3 rushing, 1 receiving. He has 3 this week so far, 2 rushing, 1 passing, and it goes out of bounds, and that's our second penalty for the kickoff going out of bounds.
Yeah, I think we are seeing the result of Bulldog Green's touchdown return against the Bobcat special teams. So they're trying to get this ball in the corner. I'd rather see Easton just kick the ball like he can and let them take it from the end zone and go from there and see what they can do.
14-14, Pittsfield and Olympia are tied in the second quarter. Still need an update from Louisiana and Crystal City. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They line up at the 35-yard line after the penalty. Back to throw. Down the sideline. That's overthrown. Intended target that time was Drew Copenhaver.
Yeah, that you could see almost immediately that was a go route for Palmyra, and they just couldn't get it to Drew, who is has been one of their better athletes over the years and is a heck of a basketball player.
So 2nd and 10. 4:53 to go in the half. And they'll go up the gut this time, and brought down after a gain of 2 is Aaron Ritchie.
Tackle by Drew Dalton. Good job to come up from that nickelback position and make a good tackle.
Alex Zierma, TD, 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 Bulldogs, 2:13 to go until halftime. So that is a low-scoring affair against Crystal City.
That's a football game, buddy.
Uh-huh. They've had some football games between them the last 2-3 years.
They are short a DB out there. There's 4 receivers.
Over on the far side. Oh, man, what a hit. And how did he hold on to that ball?
Eli Grody.
That's Gideon Bogue. How is he in one piece still?
Eli Grody read that from a cornerback. It's almost like he slept last night with that play in mind, because he crashed right as the ball was in the air and made contact with Gideon right away, and Bogue did a good job to hang on to the ball.
Yeah, he got stuck. So they'll bring the punt team on with 3:40 to go.
It's their first completion.
Kick goes to the far side. Bowling Green lets it bounce, and it'll be, Palmyra roll there down to the 26-yard line of the Bobcats. So by far the worst starting field position for Bowling Green here tonight. They've got 3:29 to try and make it a 4-score game.
I think we need to do a pregame check. So I know where to put my microphone. When I'm doing it's not cracking too bad. That was a good play by the Bowling Green defense, specifically Eli Grody. That's one of the best tackles down here I've seen him made, and then complemented by probably the best read and tackle I've seen him made yet. So he's making a name for himself in his senior year.
They fake the rollout, handoffs to the far side, and they get across the 35-yard line. So
Milosevic with 4 yards, maybe 4 yards.
We'll give him 4.
Yeah,
Second and 6.
Like you said, they give that ball to Rowan going on the outside, and the rest of the play looks like a rollout pass that we do regularly, and then Rowan runs the ball pretty tough, so it takes a couple Palmyra Panthers to tackle him.
Second and 6, down to 2:56 to go. Pitch back
Great block.
And on the near side, Bryant on the near sideline is run out of bounds across midfield to the 46-yard line. Good for a first down and a whole lot more.
Yep, so that is an option pitch coming outside here, and the offensive line does a really good job to crash the play inside to seal off the wall, and then Jace does a good job pitching it out to Blaine. But probably the best part of that play was Walker Chandler and his block on the cornerback to break that for a 25-yard run.
Pitches to Bryant again. He puts the head down. There's a flag. It looks like it's going to be a hold against the Bobcats. So this one will come back. Short gain. Edwards and Zeiger there for the Panthers.
I remember when they used to call players out on their holds and their penalties, but we seem to have gotten away from that in high school football.
That's true. They'll mark it off from the end of the run. Actually, from the spot of the foul. So that was the 46-yard line. Yeah, it's just a 5-yard penalty. So maybe a hands to the face. I didn't see the actual.
This is the sign that he made, and I've not seen that.
Yeah.
Better update myself with the Misha penalties, I guess.
Yeah. Still first down, so 1st and 15. Here's Bryant. Turns it on the corner. He got the 5 yards back, and then maybe 4 more. He stays in bounds down to the 42 of the Panthers, and we're down to 2:27 to go.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 here, maybe 6.
Yeah, it's going. Now they're going to move it all the way back to almost 7.
So pretty good 8-yard gain from Blaine. Like you said, turn the speed on to get outside and then just pick the hole he wanted.
Down to 2:06 to go as they break the huddle. Little confusion in the backfield? No. That confusion was
on Mark.
Yeah, down to 40.
Rowan with
A lot of misdirection.
Yeah, with that same kind of reverse rollout play, Rowan gets a gain of about 3, maybe 2. No, about 3. I'll give him 3.
Yeah. Down to 1:40 to play.
I'll give him 4.
They go quick on the offense here. Give up the middle. And to the far
Dane,
side, he broke it.
Break it. Come on,
Down
double.
to the 10, 5, out of bounds. Dane Dunn on the run. That went from what, the 40?
35 yards for Dane.
And it's 1st and goal for the Bobcats.
He got that ball to that off tackle, and nobody touched him. So that's a big thing in football, folks, is if you get to that second linebacker level and you've not really been touched, it's just on you to outrun everybody else. And the safety did a good job of taking a good angle to catch up to Dane and push him out at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal from the 5 for the Bobcats. Inside handoff. They sneak down near the line. They're going to be stopped at the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Bowling Green knocking on the door again, up 22-0, minute 13 on the clock.
Rollout pass.
Put the head down and put it in.
Coach Fine's yelling at me somewhere. That's Jace pushing that one in.
Yeah, and he is in for the touchdown. Jace Eskew with the score. It makes it 28-0 with 54.4 seconds to go in the first half of this ball game. So we went a long time at 14-0.
Yeah.
And Bowling Green's doubled it in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, Jace at that quarterback sneak just pushed the ball in. They're going for the 2-point conversion here, or we're going to see a kick?
No, I think they're going for 2 again.
Yeah, that's not a normal kick formation.
Yep. So on the 2-point try, roll out, Eskew in the air, caught. 2-point conversion is good. On the reception, it's Drew Dalton, and that makes it 30-0. Bowling Green, 54.4 seconds to go in the second quarter. This is Week 2 high school football on your area sports leader, Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Return goes out to the 24-yard line. That's Wyatt Augsburg.
Yeah, Augsburg gets the ball at the 10-yard line, catches it above his head, runs to the near side of the field here, and Neil Rainey makes a good solo tackle at the sidelines to keep him from going anywhere else.
So you got 48.7 seconds to go. I'm going go routes, go routes, go routes.
I thought you were the head down and punch it through guy.
Not down 30-0 in the final minute of the first half.
You're right. I mean, if you're going to do something, now's the time.
Yeah, exactly. On first down, empty backfield, back to throw. Here it goes down the sideline, and that one's too far. Copenhaver was the intended target. Just too much under that ball from Ryland Compton.
He's got a real baseball-style throw where the ball is held up high, and then he kind of he's got that real big wind-up, right? Kind of that Tim Tebow type of throw, except he's doing it with the correct hand.
Wait a minute.
Tim Tebow was doing it with the correct hand. I know what you're getting ready to say.
Knocks against lefties, huh?
Yeah, that was a bird. It was. It was a subtle one, at least.
I'm gonna have to get who's Mark Brunell after you, or Steve Young. And that'll take us down to about 30 seconds to go, down to 25 now after a 5-yard run by Compton.
Yeah, Compton gets that ball out of shotgun and then rolls out to the far side of the field and just takes what was there and put his head down and ran.
I don't think we're going to get another
coach
playoff.
is calling the team over.
Yep, so the final 10 seconds will run off unless he takes a timeout with 1 second left, which I doubt is going to happen here.
I think he's right. I think you go into halftime here with your licks. And
now there's a – oh, now they're going to wind off that last 2.3. They stopped it for some reason. Now the horn sounds here at Palmyra with the Panthers trailing your Bowling Green Bobcats by a score of 30-0 after 2 quarters. We've got the halftime show coming up for you right here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard
you need
work
to make
with
when
their
it comes
Ego
to satellite
56
providers,
volt arc
offering
lithium
DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
30-0, Bowling Green leading Palmyra here at Palmyra High School after 2 quarters. Mark Cronin, Chris Grody back here in the broadcast booth at the beautiful Palmyra facilities. And, not a overly dominant first half, but then you look up and it's 30-0 after 2 quarters. Bowling Green really turned it on over the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, it was almost like the first quarter for them was a big explosion of what we can do, and then a moment of Palmyra adjusting to fix that, and then Bowling Green had to find a way to get the ball back moving again, and it looks like they've done that against this Palmyra team in that power formation where they've got a couple lead blockers, and then of course we've seen the pass be pretty open if Jace can get enough time to get the ball off.
So just initial thoughts on the first half. Palmyra has a very good defense. They did some good things schematically against the Bobcats, but they just don't have enough offense to play a defensive game.
Yeah, I think if your offense isn't able to score, right? And this is going to be absurd to even say because everybody listening knows it. But if your offense can't score, your defense has to be so strong that the other team can't score. And Palmyra has done okay because they've slowed Bowling Green down a little bit. But what I think we're seeing, to be 100% honest, and yes, I'm from Bowling Green. If you're from Palmyra, you're going to be mad at me. I think we're seeing the difference between this Bowling Green offense this year and the Bowling Green offense last year. I don't think we're seeing that much of an impressive Palmyra defense. I just think that the Bowling Green offense is a little less right now.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
I think they're building towards something. I think they're learning how to play a clock-type game. I think these are lessons, these first few weeks of the season, that are going to help them later in the season for Bowling Green.
Yes.
But I think just you really saw it. It doesn't matter how good Palmyra did play in the first half. Bowling Green wore them down for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the first half, and really made them pay. They doubled their score, more than doubled their score. It was 14-0 forever, and now it's a 30-0 ball game, and you're a touchdown away from turbo clock in the second half. Although Palmyra will get the first possession of the second half, barring an onside kick or some sort of trickery on the Bobcats' part to start the third quarter of this ball game.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that the Bowling Green team is bad, because I think they're good, and I know a lot of these kids that are playing. But we've said this a lot last year, Mark, and I'll tell you this year. The senior group last year was a very, very athletic group of kids, and this Bowling Green team is going to be good. I mean, they're good. They're just going to have to plug and play and
they're
find some
fifth
fixes.
ranked in the state after the first week. So
that's not bad.
Yeah, they're
That's
very
not
good
bad.
for a team that hasn't figured it out yet to be ranked number 5 in the entire state. That's pretty good. That's a good starting point for the Bobcats.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes to go before we kick off the second half of this ball game. We'll take a break, come back with more of the halftime report for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by PJ's Salon, Noah Builders, and Reed Insurance Agency.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Our score after 2 quarters here at Palmyra High School. It's the Bowling Green Bobcats 30, the Palmyra Panthers nothing, and believe no first downs for Palmyra in the first half of this ball game. So a really good job by the Bowling Green defense.
Yeah, in fact, let me turn my little flashlight on here. If we're, talking statistically, Bowling Green has held Palmyra to 13 yards total in this. And that's not counting their -2 yards passing. So that's Bowling Green's defense has really done pretty well, and Palmyra's offense really needs to find a way to get that ball past that second level. We've seen them trying to throw the ball deep 2 or 3 times, but the quarterback has overthrown both times wide receiver was Drew Copenhaver. Has overthrew Drew by probably a good 10 yards. So he needs to throw the ball a little bit sooner or, a little more accurately.
Yeah, his best pass was probably the one into double coverage, and that was still about 10 yards too far. But at least it didn't get picked off by the Bowling Green defensive backs. Some scores from around the area before we get to those Bowling Green stats. The Alex Zira touchdown is still the difference. as Louisiana leads Crystal City 6-0 at the half. And the last update I had between Pittsfield and Olympia was all tied up at 14 apiece. Late in the half, the Saukeys were driving across midfield, but I don't know if they were able to get that or not. That's our on-air game of the week tonight, our featured game on KJFM Radio. Pittsfield opening their home schedule, the home opener against Olympia in a pretty good football game through the first 2 quarters there, as Palmyra a bit of an underdog going into that ball game in week 2 on the Illinois side. Here on the Missouri side, the number 5 ranked Bowling Green Bobcats in control on the road. They're road warriors. The first 2 weeks, both outside the friendly confines of Bowling Green High School, but they're taking care of business here, leading 30-0. One more touchdown gets you the turbo clock, and you can start working in some of the other guys in this lineup in the second half, get those starters some rest. But you're going to have to get a stop first as Palmyra will have the ball. We'll take a break, come back with those Bowling Green stats for you after this on the halftime report brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Well, we gave you some of the Palmyra numbers. How about those Bowling Green stats through the first 2 quarters?
So through the first half here, Bowling Green has, running the ball, has a total of 172 rushing yards. And the majority of that is coming from Sideshow, or Blaine Bryant. He's got 17 carries for 97 yards. That's averaging 5 and some change a carry.
Yeah.
Jace has got 21 yards on 6 carries. Dane Dunn has got 44 yards, again on 6 carries. Easton had a couple carries but hasn't gotten any yards yet to count. And then, I've got the wrong number here. Rowan Milosevic has got 10 yards on 4 carries. Jace is 3 for 6 in his passing today, 66 yards, and he's hit 3 different wide receivers. Aiden Grody for 33, Zach Gibson for 30 and a touchdown.
Actually, that was Sideshow that threw that one.
Oh, it was Sideshow.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, that was Sideshow that threw that. I need to make. Oh, I have that change on here. So Sideshow's 1 for 1, and then a 2-point conversion to Drew Dalton. The scoring summary for the first half of football was, with 8:45 left, Bowling Green scored with a 12-yard run from Blaine Bryant. The 2-point conversion was no good, made it 6-0. Bowling Green scored again with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on a 38-yard catch, toss and catch from Sideshow to Gibby Gibson. The 2-point conversion was good by Blaine for 14-0. Then in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, really, with 4:58 left. There's a 2-yard run by Blaine Bryant. The 2-point conversion was good by Dane Dunn, making it 22-0. And then the last score of the half was with 54 seconds left, was a 1-yard run by Jace Eskew, and the 2-point conversion was good on a pass to Drew Dalton, making the score 30-0.
So Bowling Green, 2 scores in each quarter, lead this ball game by a score of 30-0. We have about 9 minutes to go, 6 minutes on the clock, plus the 3-minute warm-up before we kick off the second half of this ball game, as Bowling Green is making its way back onto the field. Olympia has scored. They lead Pittsfield 22-14, and that is at the half at Pittsfield High School. That's our featured on-air game of the week on KJFM Radio. 3 games on KJFM and KJFMradio.com. As here it's 30-0. Louisiana leads Crystal City 6-0 after 2 quarters, and we just saw 22-14 Olympia leading Pittsfield. We'll take a break, come back, and get into the second half of this one as Bowling Green leads by 4 scores plus here at Palmyra on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by All Parts, Kayla Caldwell, certified financial planner with Edward Jones, and Ann Lane Boutique.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock Agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Some other scores from around the area. Monroe City leads Montgomery County 24-12. That's, I believe, in the at the half there. Hannibal leading Jefferson City 21-7.
Just one of my fans.
Yeah, you got fans.
Go ahead.
Clark County leading Harrisburg 20-6.
I should say our. I'm sorry, our fans.
Yes. 43-0 South Shelby. They're the real deal this year.
Yeah.
Leads Westran. Greenfield over Unity Mendon 22-0. Scotland County leading Highland at the half 6-0. And Clark County leading Princeton 8-0. And what else? Mark Twain and Winfield don't have a score reported on that one. Van Far leading Russellville Last check was in the first quarter. It was 28-0 Van Far already. So they've come out putting on points in that Week 2 matchup. Both teams are back on the field. Bowling Green kind of stretching out, throwing a couple of deep balls. That might be the longest one Aiden Grody sees the rest of the night.
Yeah, probably.
As Bowling Green leads 30-0. Pretty good touch on that pass.
He's been a quarterback. He can throw.
But the team's getting ready for the second half of action here.
He's got to worry about catching this year. He don't got to worry about throwing no more.
And he's got a nice one tonight.
Yeah.
So, and a good block as well on the long catch by Gibson.
I think one of the things to focus on here with Bowling Green, for everybody listening, is Bowling Green has a couple injuries happening right now that really should concern them. And what we've seen is Bowling Green kids or the young men in the football team have stepped up and filled those positions in very well. So Bowling Green has got folks that can fill in those spots. They're only going to be a better team next week, or the week after when Harrison comes back. Any of the injuries that they have.
Yeah, I think it's going to be sooner rather than later.
I think so. I can't imagine him being okay with waiting very long.
Yeah, 30-0. As the horn sounds, we're just about ready for the second half. We'll take a final break, come back with third quarter action after this. From Palmyra, it's Bowling Green 30, the Panthers nothing on Eagle 102.
The week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by La Roots Hair Salon and Tanning, Sun Window Company, and MASH.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a Taste of Philly.
Throwing out glow sticks in the student section here at Palmyra. I want a glow stick.
You're not dressed near cool enough to get a glow stick. I'm
Neither
sorry.
are they.
No, I don't know. They look pretty cool, man. They're pretty happening.
I like the student section at Palmyra.
Yeah, they were jumping earlier, and I don't know if you could feel our table up here. It was really just waving with them jumping.
So the team's back on the field. Bowling Green will be kicking off to start the second half of action. Here in the last minute before we get going here. Team should be taking their spots here momentarily. Mark front of Chris Grody.
If you're listening to us and you have Alice Charlton's cell phone number, make sure you text her the score.
Okay.
She always says we don't say it enough, so make sure you send her.
I think we've said 30-0 quite a bit over the last
send her a text. Let
15
her know the
minutes or so.
She said one time a few years ago, somebody said, "Why does Chris Grody keep telling everybody to text you?" She says, "Oh, one time I told him they didn't say the score enough, and now he won't leave me alone." So if you got her number, text her, 30-0.
Bobcats ahead, and they'll be kicking off this second half of action.
Yeah, we've seen a pretty good look from Bowling Green here. Palmyra's trying to find a way to move the ball effectively. They've not had a lot of luck, but football's a game of adjustments, and we'll see what they can come up with in this second half.
So, I think this is a big series for the Bobcat defense.
Yeah.
They want to preserve this shutout. They want to get that running clock going before they call it a night. Kick goes deep, fielded at the 8, fumbled there, picked back up, and gobbled up at about the 16-yard line.
That's how you just take a shot when it's all bad. Drew just kind of looked left and right, and he was like, well, I'm going to take a hit here.
Yep. They'll give him forward progress, it looks like, to the 19. Generous. That's where the Panthers will take over.
It's going to be difficult, Mark, for me recording here this second half. I will do my best.
It is dark up here. We're behind the light standards. I should have brought a desk lamp.
I got my phones. I can.
You got 2 of them.
I don't. I work in mine.
Get those flashlight apps working.
Yes, sir. We saw a
Loading
big play
up.
here last week.
Quad receivers to the far side.
Last half. Looking to throw.
Yep, the throw goes behind the line again. They've got a seam and brought down on the far side. That's what they wanted to do last time, but they got stuck. This time it goes for a gain of 9 on the pass to Aaron Ritchie. Walker Chandler on the stop. 2nd and 1. And that gets their passing game into positive yardage.
It sure does.
Actually, they only give them 8. They move back that marker. It's at the 28-yard line. 27-yard line, rather. So 2nd and 2. And it's a give. On the far side, nothing there.
For Augspaw.
Yeah, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, I think, Wyatt Augsburg. And it'll be 3rd and 2. So you would assume they'll go back to the air here with the way Bowling Green's been able to stop the run as of late.
Yeah, they're running that quad receiver on the top side of the field, and Bowling Green is only covering that with 3 defenders. So that's should be a win every time. Of course, Eli did a good job covering it last time.
3rd and 2. Back to throw, roll out near side. Oh, he's in trouble, and he is finally brought down. Yeah, they should have blown that dead a lot sooner. That's Dane Dunn.
Dane Dunn and Jakari Clark in on that play. Dane did a good job from his outside position, crashed in. The quarterback's on a rollout play, and he loses, 5 yards they're going to take from him?
That was 13, I think.
Oh, you're right. They were. I'm sorry.
Here's the punt.
Good kick.
Fielded by the Bobcats at the 44-yard line. Breaking a tackle to the near side, Walker Chandler, and he's run to the sideline. Across the 25 of the Panthers. And that's where they'll mark it, the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bowling Green. So they get the 3 and out.
Yeah. Like you said, a big stance for them. The goose egg is very important to stand, as you know, in any football game. But it's always a little bit of a bigger drive when it's a game between 2 teams like this.
1st and 10 from the 25 for the Bobcats. The give is to Easton Orff, and he falls forward for about 3. And a flag comes in way late. And I think that's going to be against the Bobcats.
Probably.
The way that the Panther players are clapping afterward. It's right at the 20-yard line, the flag. Which would make me think this is a 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul against Bowling Green.
So that'll take it back to the 35.
You're winning 30-0. What I get that it's football and there needs to be, some aggravation and some meanness here, but you can't keep your composure winning 30-0.
Yeah.
Coach is not going to be happy.
No. And it may have been a retaliatory thing, too.
Yeah, which is always the flag. Yeah, which is always the guy that gets flagged.
Yeah.
True.
Something may have happened at the bottom of that pile that we didn't see and that the officials didn't see. Here's Blaine Bryant on 2nd and forever, and he's bottled up after a gain of about 2. going to be third down. Because that was a dead ball foul after the play, so the second down stood. So now it's third down and plenty.
Yeah, I think you get a little pass here for 10 or 15 yards and then go for it on fourth.
Or you could just put it in on this play.
Or just throw a touchdown. Yeah.
Down to 8:40 to go here in the third quarter.
Pass.
Roll out. Good blocking. Flag comes out. Pass is incomplete.
Holding.
Well, I think if I'm Palmyra, I decline a hold here.
Yeah, I think they should.
The flag sits at the 38-yard line. Decline it, take fourth down and 20. Hold against it is declined. So fourth down and 20. From the Palmyra 36-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go. Scoreboard says fourth and 21.
Bowling Green's having a little bit of trouble at the offensive line from under center. It would be neat to see a shotgun pass to give the quarterback a little bit of extra time.
Here he is on the rollout. Takes it back
Backside
to the
to
far
Easton.
side. No
That's
one
a touchdown.
around him.
Nobody near him.
Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Touchdown, Easton Orff.
On fourth and 21 from the 36. Easton Orff on the reception. And like you said, there was no one around him. 8:20 the time of the touchdown. And Bowling Green extends their lead to 36-0, and that'll trigger that turbo clock here to start the second half.
Great play call by Coach. He got everybody coming to the near side of the field. Jace took about a step and a half instead of rolling all the way out, sets his feet, looks back, throws the ball to Easton, and nobody around Easton Orff for that 36-yard touchdown.
Gibson on to kick the extra point. SQ will hold. Snap is a good one. Kick is up, and it is good. To make it 37-0. Bowling Green, 8:20 to go in the third quarter. This is week 2 football. Bobcats lead at Palmyra on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bip Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Calumet of Missouri, and Kearns Construction.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
And Mix on the stop on the
Nate Mix
kickoff return.
Yeah, good tackle, and he got that kid tackled just in time that Easton Orff didn't blow him up when he hit him.
Orff, who just scored the touchdown on a 4th and 21.
Good
bounces off and
Face
out of bounds. Yeah, they didn't call it though. I didn't see the flag come in.
Good run, and probably the best effort we've seen yet from Palmyra running backs.
Yeah, got 5 on that play.
but it's important to note how he bounced outside and then bounced off of 3 different Bobcat defensive players. I thought Jakari Clark had him there in the backfield, and he popped outside and then bounced off a couple more.
So second and a long 4 for the Panthers from their own 25. We haven't had a turnover in this ball game. There's a hold.
Yeah, on Lucas Jennings.
Richie on the run, flag on the play.
Yeah, Lucas on his defensive end position couldn't get outside to make a tackle because the Palmyra lineman had a hold of his jersey.
So this one will come back. It'll stay second down. Clock is running, turbo clock, down to 6.5 to go in the third.
Yeah, this is where these games get over pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we had a very slow first half by any means either.
It didn't seem like it was slow, but it was non-typical of a Bowling Green football game where it was score, score, score.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we scored and punted and scored and punted.
So it is 2nd and 15 from inside the 15-yard line. They're throwing near side. It is caught, and that's going to be a score.
Yep, there's
That'll
the problem.
Kill the goose egg, and all the way to the house. Wyatt Augsburg for what, 87 yards? To make it 37-6. That gets the Palmyra crowd into it. They're on the board for the first time tonight. And that stops the turbo clock as well.
Stops the clock.
Walker Chandler just got beat on the deep ball there.
Yeah, and then he you know.
I hate this formation, by the way. Absolutely despise it. Oh, he's going to get in on it too. 2-point conversion good. Aaron Ritchie makes it 37-8. 5:47 to go in the third quarter here at Palmyra. Panthers on the board. Bowling Green to get the ball back when we come back on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Keeley Center, Service and Supply Co-op, and Ameriprise Certified Financial Planner Tamara Schurter.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
5:47 to go in the third quarter. Palmyra scores 87 yards on the pass from Ritchie to Augsburg.
Yeah, good throw. Basically, Ritchie just throws the ball up and let Augsburg go run underneath of it, and the safety for Bowling Green in that case just wasn't in a position that he needed to be to prevent that play, and then couldn't catch him. Quit chasing him at the 20-yard line.
So the Panthers get a thrill, but still trail by 29 points.
Student section getting in now.
Yep. Little squibber picked up at the 36-yard line, steps around a man, still on his feet, out to the 45-yard line. On the return that time is Eli Grody.
Good job by Eli. The front lineman looked like he started to reach for the ball, and I thought he might have hit it, but it still bounced on a one hop to Eli and made the first guy miss and gained a few yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 45. Nose at the football, touching the line. And get it back.
That's right.
Get that clock rolling again.
Go get it back. Big play answered with big play. It's pretty cool to see in high school football.
They got Gibson out wide on the far side. He's the only receiver split off. Now they put a man in motion. That's Bryan to the near side. Give is up the middle. Good spin off the tackle that time, and Dane Dunn has enough for the first down across midfield down to the 43-yard line of the Panthers.
And there's kind of what we've seen Dane be able to do last season in that JV and a little bit in varsity time. He take a little bit of pressure off of some of your other running backs with some big runs. An 11-yard run's a heck of a run for any running back.
And gets him across midfield. Ooh.
Oh, ball is out.
And it's fallen on by Palmyra. First turnover of the ball game, and the Panthers get it. And Dunn got popped.
Helmet to helmet, clean hit. Not that I'm saying that it was illegal. Just a nose on the ball. And that's kind of that problem with this veer read option. It's difficult to get the ball where you need it to go.
So turnover, gives it back to Palmyra after they score their first touchdown. And we're far from having a ball game, but at least it's interesting here at the start of the second half. Past the midway point of the third quarter now. Palmyra back-to-back possessions and nothing doing. Bottled up and brought down.
Neil Rainey and Bryson Brandenberger.
Aaron Ritchie on the carry. Well, they bring back in. Ritchie had been throwing the ball in the second half instead of Compton, hadn't he? Now Compton back in.
No, I think Compton has been in. They're just 42-12, so they get.
Yeah, they look similar. Compton probably has him by a foot, though.
Yeah. And he's got white shoes.
He's going to throw on the near side again, and this one's intercepted.
Intercepted.
And did he touch him? Oh, it's high school. He was down when he fell, but that's Drew Dalton on the interception.
I'm surprised they didn't call anything there, but good play. Good play
may have
on
been a
Drew
little push off
to get to the ball. Great play to get to the ball and get Bowling Green back the ball.
So back-to-back turnovers.
I was wondering what you're talking about. Did somebody touch you? I was like,
yeah. I've been watching a lot of preseason NFL. Come on.
I gotcha. You're. Yeah, Bowling Green taking over at the 20-yard line here now.
It's the beginning of the season for me too.
It is me, yeah. You had a game last week.
I know, but
your bumps and bruises should be out.
Yeah. Is that how it goes? 1 week and you're good?
In perfection.
Yeah.
Jace is still
on his
going.
Feet. Yeah, Eskew through the line. And they'll take us down to 4:20 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Jace on that quarterback keeper, gain of 11 yards. The important part there for Jace is, he was contacted at the line of scrimmage and at the second level, and that was all him and determination to get yards. Pass. Oh, handoff backside.
Yep. And a gain of a few. I'll give him the 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Was that Dane on the 3?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, they're calling out people by name that are illegally parked here.
I'd rather that than them call me out by a tow truck.
Yeah, right. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They put a man in motion to the far side. Inside handoff again. And they'll fall forward for about 3 more. Bring up 3rd down and 4.
Dane again on that run. So I think we're seeing a little bit of a break for Sideshow here, and you're going to get some of the backup running backs in and, give make sure Blaine's good for the rest of the season.
And again, the handoff. This one is a first down run for Blaine Bryant.
Certainly 2 Sideshow.
Yep. Right on cue. Oh, I'm out of this game? How about a first down?
Yeah, how about 6 yards? How about that? First down.
2:48 to play in the third quarter here at Palmyra. Oh, he busts that one and gets about 8. It's good second second effort running by Blaine Bryant that time, because he was all but stopped and just moved those legs, got 7.
Some of that has a lot to do with his patience, where he'll be moving very slow, and he is so quick and explosive that when it's time to go, he just, explodes with speed and power, and it's amazing to watch happen.
He goes and sits on the bench after that 7-yard run. And the pile will be moved forward very close to a first down. They're going to mark him short, Easton Orff, with a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Number 24, Henley Snow, and number 72, Jeremiah Edwards.
Just kind of a dive there for Easton Orff, and Bowling Green pushing forward, burning the clock down.
Edwards and Snow on the stop for the Panthers that time. Down to 1:40 to go in the quarter. 3rd and 1. And the keeper, and oh man, he got a great push from behind and ends up getting about 7 yards down to the 42 of the Panthers.
Number 8, Jace Eskew on the carry.
He got a heck of a shove from behind. Who was that, Milosevic?
Yeah, 13.
That pushed him.
Caden Penrod did a great job on his block on that far side tackle position too, because he just flattened his guy and was laying on top of him.
From the 42-yard line of the Panthers, 1st and 10. Roll out, puts the ball in the air. It's caught on the near side. Makes a move across the 25. And that's Drew Dalton again on the reception. The senior gets it down to the 25-yard line. What is that, a gain of 17?
17.
And a first down for the Bobcats. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Down to 53 seconds as they come to the line. Hand off to Milosevic. For a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Probably one more play here in the 3rd quarter. Game clock's at 29, play clock's at 26, so I'll have to run one more. They're going to take it all the way down now.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of clock management.
Pitch out. On the near side, busting a tackle, and finally brought down at the 5-yard line is Dane Dunn. 1st and goal for the Bobcats. They'll move the chains, and the final 6.7 will tick off here in the 3rd quarter. We'll head to the 4th. 1st and goal from the 6 for Bowling Green. They lead Palmyra 37-8 as we head to the final quarter on Eagle 102.
Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the 4th quarter, it'll be 1st and goal from the 6 for Bowling Green. Good little drive after the last one ended in a fumble. They get the interception a play or two later. And Sweet Caroline plays. It's been a pretty sweet night for Bowling Green, up 37-8.
Yeah, Bowling Green has shown effective football drives, and that they can do it with some injuries, and that they can do it with moving men up and down the line and different running backs and different plays. So they've shown that if you're going to stop us, you're going to have to do a lot to stop us, because we can do it all.
First and goal from the 6 for the Bobcats. And nothing there. They'll lose a bit of yardage, maybe a yard. I didn't see who was on the carry that time. Easton Orff. Second and goal.
Nope, I'm sorry, Dane Dunn.
Clock running again. I like the scoreboard here. Big video board, not Highland big, but big.
It's nice.
Yeah. On second down, he's dragging the pile toward the line and stopped short. It'll be third and goal from the 3. Dunn on the run.
Number 24, Henley Snow on the tackle.
Henley Snow gets the stop. Played almost a minute here in the fourth quarter.
Dane just dived straight ahead for a 3-yard gain. He's got, like you said, 3 to go here. 3rd and 3, 3rd and goal.
37-8, Bobcats lead. Again, they give, and not going to make it here on third down as the piles move back. They're going to lose a yard, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the almost the 5. Do you bring back in?
Oh, they gave him forward progress.
Yeah, it's still from the 4 though, so they lost a yard.
They did lose a yard.
And now the play comes in. You burned 2 minutes since the quarter started. But you got to capitalize here.
There it is.
Roll out. Pass is caught, and they won't make it in. Stopped on 4th and goal.
The line has to block on those plays. It's like Jace turns to fake the handoff, and he's got orange Palmyra jerseys on him right there. They do a great job of blocking in some of the run plays that they do, but as soon as we go to a pass play, it's like a jailhouse blitz on 3 of the defensive linemen, and you cannot effectively throw the ball that way. He did complete that pass, but
Crystal City scored and got the 2-point try, so they're up 8-6 on Louisiana here in week 2. Handoff from the goal line, reverses field on the far side, reverses again, and that's a good gain for as many moves. He probably ran 30 yards to get 7.
We're giving him 4.
Got the handoff at the goal line. Line of scrimmage was the 4. They give him, like you said, the 8. Second down. Pass this time, little dump off pass. They'll get first down yardage across the 15 to the 20 and brought down at the 22-yard line, first down.
Tackled by number 7,
Eli Grody on the stop. We're down to 9:45 to go.
Who was the receiver on that, number 12?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, he's actually a little hobbled after Eli brought him down.
And Bowling Green kind of gave that away because they've got trips. Now they got trips right again. And now Walker needs to move up to play this DB a little better. Quarterback keeper here on the outside.
And that's what happens when you kind of give up the run for the pass, and forward progress stopped. Drew Dalton on the stop. Oh, they gave him 10.
That's pretty generous.
Yeah. Out to the 34-yard line of the Bobcats. A lot of starters still in there for Bowling Green.
I think they just brought some more back in for sure. The DBs and linebackers are certainly all.
On 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. They're going to the air again. That's overthrown on the far side. Through the hands. Who's that, 13?
Yes.
Don't have a 13 either. Second down and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion, so it's 2nd and 10, 8:39 to play. 15 on the play clock as they come to the line. 5 receivers this time. Empty backfield. And he's going to run to the near side. And Aiden got him up around the shoulder pads.
Probably should have gotten a face mask call.
Yeah.
But good tackle.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Gain of 2 on the play. He went out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. I think they're in 4 down
Oh, yeah.
mindset now.
Yeah, I think it's going to go for it all around here.
Well, even Blaine Bryant back out there now. Dump off to the far side. They're going to try the halfback pass. No. Over to the far side. Oh, it turns on the afterburners, and he is out of bounds on the far side. Boy, they almost had their second touchdown of the second half.
Doing 42-12 there.
Richie on the carry.
Just a backside throw to a running back that gets out there and then just stops. But what he gained, 30 yards almost.
They mark him out at the 48. So it was even a little farther back than I thought. But into Bowling Green territory. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Handoff this time. On the near side, has to step back. Trying to find that corner and brought out of bounds. And woo! Blaine Bryant got his money's worth and then gets a little bump that time as he comes back onto the field to play.
There has been a coin purse that has been brought to the press box. If you are missing a coin purse.
Somebody lost their coin purse. Maybe that's where they keep the hankies. That's why we haven't seen many here in the second half.
Maybe. Yeah, Blaine with a big tackle there. And like you said, he got a little bit of kind of a nudge from one of the Palmyra Panthers, like, get off of my guy.
I don't think that's going to affect Blaine Bryant any.
No.
And they ran out of time. Couldn't get the play off. No, they'll call a timeout. With 8:14 to play in this ball game. It's the Bowling Green Bobcats 37, the Palmyra Panthers 8. As Cotton Eye Joe plays here in the fourth quarter on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brian and Heather White with White Insurance Agency, DG Firearms, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
After the timeout, it's 2nd and 8. And I've said some things about folks in Palmyra in the past, but I've never seen a group of people so I don't even know what that was when Cotton Eye Joe. That was not foot stomping. It wasn't line dancing. It was something else.
You're not telling anybody you were doing it too, though.
My wife will tell you that is not something that's going to happen.
Well, she ain't here. I know what I saw.
Cotton Eye Joe is the bane of my existence. Now, if Black Betty comes on, look
Black
out.
Betty.
Bamba Lamba.
Quick snap.
Over to the far side, and they'll be stopped short on third down. Lost about a yard on the play, so it's going to be 4th and 3.
Yeah, Compton gets the ball out of that shotgun position and tries to run a quarterback keeper off tackle, but Bryson Brandenberger pushed him outside, and then I didn't see who else was in on the tackle.
Loss of 2, actually. Going to be 4th down. With 6:58 to play, and another timeout taken by Palmyra. 37-8, Bowling Green leads here in the 4th. This is Week 2 football on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Going to go for it here on 4th and 3. The Panthers is the last gasp here, I would say. They put a man in motion.
Ball's coming this way. Pitch,
yeah. They're going to
Pass
try the pass back to the other side. It is caught. And dropped, and it's a turnover on downs. Back to Bowling Green.
Good read on Zach Gibson's part to get over there and see that play coming.
That's a big, tall receiver, too.
Yeah, Zach is not tall.
No. And I think official timeout on the change of possession. We'll keep it here this time with Bowling Green up 37-8. And just about over half a quarter to play here from Palmyra.
See what Bowling Green's going to do. Are they just going to drive the ball, down the throat? They've not had a lot of success here in the second half, running the ball, just straight up running the ball, but it certainly will run the clock down. How many timeouts left do they have? 1 for Palmyra. 3.
That's right, yep. So they can only stop the clock once more.
Is it odd that the moon is orange and we're here at Palmyra?
Everything is orange in Palmyra.
Touche.
Yeah.
That was a good comment.
Yeah.
That's right.
The moon is big this week, though. Had the super harvest moon or whatever.
And it is orange.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool over the field like this. Jay's coming in with the play.
And they break the huddle. Handoff inside. Moving the pile. Blaine.
Still going.
Yeah, he's got the first down.
He dropped the ball.
He did, and Palmyra got it back.
Unbelievable.
That's his second fumble of the season.
Recovered the fumble. Number 83, Tate Hammond.
Tate Hammond picks it up. I didn't see who jarred it loose.
He was fighting. Blaine had 4 or 5 Panthers on him. He's fighting for yards, and they just ripped the ball out like sometimes you see guys taught to do, and he couldn't hang on to it at that point. Happens.
Right at midfield. So the Panthers get it back and a chance to get a little closer. And they are
cut back inside. Yeah. Ball's out again.
And it's
Who's
picked
this?
up by Bowling Green this
That's
time.
Drew.
And he
Drew
is going to take it to the house.
To the house, baby.
Drew
Don't touch
Dalton
somebody.
All the way in. No flags. And Bowling Green gets the fumble and puts it in for a score. Unbelievable. Every time Palmyra has gotten a turnover, Bowling Green's taking it right back. This time it's a scoop and score. And all the way in, Drew Dalton for the touchdown.
Talk about right place, right time.
Yeah.
Drew's coming across to make a tackle. There's a big hit in the middle of the field. The ball bounces out and right to him. And like
thank
you
you
said,
very much.
Yeah, scoop and score for a 55-yard touchdown, defensive touchdown.
First defensive score for the Bobcats this season. And the extra point is good. Gibson, 2 for 2 tonight, and it makes it 44-8 with 6:27 to go. Turbo clock back engaged, and we'll wrap this thing up after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Custom Work Salon and Tanning, the Mercantile Bank, and Pepsi.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Little misdirection on the kickoff return there.
Yeah, Tanner McGaw for Bowling Green is the far outside guy here. Blows past the guy that's supposed to block him and caused all kinds of grief in the backfield. Gets a hand on what is it? Augsburg gets a hand on him, and then another Bobcat comes in and cleans it up for him. So good job by Tanner to get in there and make a play on kickoff.
Running clock under 6 minutes to go. 44-8. Bowling Green leads Palmyra here in the fourth. A scoop and score.
Blaine's going.
Here goes. Unabated. I mean, he went too fast past the quarterback. Overshot him. He's second down. Yeah, he wanted to blow through him,
Yeah.
not over him.
So you could tell he was going. There ain't no way he was gonna.
Folks clearing out a little bit here. Late in the fourth quarter. Still a good crowd. Bowling Green fans all still on the far side.
Here's this quad formation, and look, Drew needs to move over more because they're going to throw that to that back wide receiver.
And they had a false start.
They're going to call that on Blaine.
Yep. Be second and 4 now after the 5-yard penalty, but the clock keeps running, so really marching off a penalty isn't the worst thing in the world at this point.
No. Eric McBride checking in here at defensive end. Rowan Milosevic at linebacker. There it is.
Yep, same thing. He overthrew him. That almost was a lateral. It may have actually been a backward pass.
The ball went out of bounds, so we'll see what the ref marks it. Yeah, they did mark it back there.
So it was a lateral, and it goes out of bounds.
And the difference in a pass and a lateral, right? If the pass is thrown forward, it's incomplete. The play is dead. If the ball is thrown backwards,
it's like a handoff,
it's like a handoff. It's a fumble. So the ball is now
live.
Yep, and that's why they lost yards there on that pass.
So it's now 3rd and 12. They're trying that same formation on the short hash. And they go short with the pass, and it is complete.
To who?
But got about 4 yards back. I didn't see the receiver.
Daniel Dames.
There you go. Bring up 4th down and 8. 3.5 minutes to go, running clock, as Bowling Green leads by 36.
in punt formation.
Yep. They put pressure on. He got the kick off.
No, get away.
He
Okay.
fields it, and he's going to take off. Across the 30,
Come on,
25, cuts back across the 20 to about the and a late flag comes in again.
Because he ran his mouth to the guy. You see him go back and say something? He hit him and then said something to him, and the ref flagged him for unsportsmanlike conduct. Just play football.
Yeah. Let your hits do the talking.
Yeah, nobody cares what you have to say. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against the Bobcats this time.
And it wasn't like he did it while he was laying on the ground. He got up and went back and did it. Just an unnecessary penalty against the Bobcats.
Second unsportsmanlike tonight?
No, we had that's the first. We did have a personal foul, but they didn't say what it was. Two personal fouls, but
down to 2:15 to go. Gives you a little more room here to run off the final 2 minutes.
Yeah. Do a little more razzle-dazzle, roll out pass.
Why not?
Stop bringing my dreams down, man.
Oh, good cut there by Dane Dunn. Second down. Got 5.
72, Jeremiah
Edwards on the stop. Down to 1:40 to go in this ball game. So Bowling Green going to be 2-0. Palmyra dropped to 0-2. Louisiana retook the lead. They were leading 12-8 against Crystal City at Cunningham Field. Oh, what a spin off the tackle. He's going to be about a football length shy of the first down, it looks like. 3rd and inches for Bowling Green, down to 1:12. Zeiger on the tackle.
Done on the run.
Yeah, he's had some creative runs here on this series. Down to 1 minute to go.
Isaac Oberhaus checks in at wide receiver. It's a junior.
And the Orff run gets the first down to the 20. 40 seconds to go. And they can run out the clock. Down to 35 as the play clock rolls.
30 seconds left. Yeah, there's no reason to even go anywhere. I think
Nope.
Chase just said it. Line it up.
Yep. The Bowling Green Bobcats win this ball game by a score of 44-8. A lot of fight in the Panthers here on their home field, but Bowling Green is the better team tonight. Final seconds roll off. 44-8 the final. Back with the postgame for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by PJ's Salon, Noah Builders, and Reed Insurance Agency.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our agency is currently looking to hire multiple positions: RNs, LPNs, CNAs, physical therapist assistants, and breastfeeding peer counselor, all from full-time to part-time to contracted. Please visit our website at www.pikecountyhealth.org for more information and to apply online.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
The Bowling Green Bobcats 2-0, and they beat the Palmyra Panthers tonight 44-8. Mark Frontick, Chris Grody back here in the broadcast booth to wrap up this one, a Week 2 matchup. And every time you can beat Palmyra, it's a good day if you're a Bowling Green fan. 44-8, some scores from around the area while Chris gets the stats together. Olympia leading Pittsfield in the fourth quarter about midway through 35-14. At the last check, Harrison got to the end zone. PAT was no good. Louisiana does lead Crystal City with about a quarter left, 12-8. So that was a little bit of a while ago. And we'll get some more scores as we go along. Monroe City, 30-20. They're leading Montgomery County. That's a tight game in the second half there. See if we can get any other updates. Clark County over Harrisburg in the fourth, 28-6. Hannibal over Jefferson City, 42-14. 14-6, Highland leading Scotland County in the fourth. Winfield leading Mark Twain, 20-6. Van Far, 28-6 over Russellville. Greenfield over Unity Mendon, 36-0. Final, South Shelby over West Rand, 49-6. And that looks like all the scores we're going to get right now. But a good win for Bowling Green, still not a great win for Bowling Green as they're trying to piece that offense together, learn their new roles, and adjust to the new play calling.
Yeah, I think you see Bowling Green has certainly not lost an extreme amount that they can't put football wins together. And I think that there's a lot of teams out there that Bowling Green is going to beat. You know, I think they've got a really good chance to run pretty deep into the season. I do think they need to fix some things. The deep pass needs to be worked on still yet. Their pass defense is better than what it has been, but the deep ball seems to get everybody lost. And there's a little bit of work that needs to be done in pass protection. And maybe some in the run game. But you know, it's still early. I mean, it's week 2, so these are things you build on, adjust, and make yourself better at.
44-8, our final. Bowling Green over Palmyra. We'll take a break, come back with some stats and the final scoring summary as we continue in the postgame show on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Gypsy Soul Salon and Boutique, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
44-8, Bowling Green over Palmyra in week 2 here at Palmyra High School. And how about some stats, final stats for this ball game?
Yeah, so in the second half, it still was pretty dismal for Palmyra on the running side of the ball. Their quarterback was the main carrier in the second half of the ball game. He had 2 carries in the first half for 7 yards. But then in the second half, he had a negative 13. He had a 10-yard carry, so he's still at -3, and -1 with a 2-yard carry. Then another negative 2-yard carry for -3 at that point, and then a 1-yard carry. So he may have finished the game in negative yards here. as far as the rest of this as he goes. Their main running back would have ended theirs on 8 carries with 6 yards, and in the second half, he had another 17 yards, so he finished his game with, say, 23 yards. They did have some effective passing. They were 5 for 7 in the second half of the game, and he spread that out to many different receivers, which is kind of neat to see. And one of them was kind of a reverse from the running back to the quarterback. An 87-yard, 97. So they had about 109 yards passing in the second half alone. So that was kind of where their big game came in. The big change came in for Palmyra, but that included an 87-yard bomb. So going to the other side of the ball, back to Bowling Green. Blaine Bryant ended with 113 yards rushing. Jace ended with 40 yards. Dane Dunn ended with 89. Easton Orff ended with 22, but had a 36-yard touchdown reception. And then Rowan Milosevic ended, it looks like, with 13 yards in my statistics. And these are still, these aren't official. They're pretty rough score. Jace was 6 for 12 for 69 yards. And Blaine was 1 for 1 for 36 yards in passing.
I'd say they're pretty close there, Chris.
Yeah, pretty close.
All
the
right.
score summary, do you want to hear the score summary? So the score started with Bowling Green scoring with 8:45 left in the first on a 12-yard run by Blaine. The 2-point conversion was no good. They made it 6-0. Then they scored again with 2:47 left on a 34-yard catch by Zach Gibby Gibson. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 14-0. Into the second quarter, Bowling Green scored with 4:58 on a 1-yard run by Blaine. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 22-0. And then in the second quarter, still with 54 seconds left, there's a 1-yard run by Jace Eskew. 2-point conversion was good on a pass to Drew Dalton, making it 30-0. Then Bowling Green scored again before Palmyra with 8:20 left in the third quarter on a 36-yard pass to Easton Orff. The extra point was good in that case, making it 37-0. Palmyra then scored in the third with 5:47 left on an 87-yard pass to Osberger. And the 2-point conversion was good, making it 37-8. And then Bowling Green's final score was in the fourth quarter with 6:27 left. It was a 55-yard touchdown by the defense where Drew Dalton picked up a fumble, like you said earlier, on a scoop and score and ran it all the way to the house.
That brings us to our final of 44-8. Bowling Green over Palmyra. Bowling Green 2-0. The Panthers 0-2 to start this 2023 campaign. So good start to the season for the Bobcats. Still work to be done here early on, but the opening results look pretty promising for this revamped Bowling Green team.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Again, 44-8 our final, and probably want to switch over to that Louisiana Crystal City game. That one's interesting in the second half, a 4-point game with the Bulldogs ahead of Crystal City at Cunningham Field, and looks like that Pittsfield is going to fall for the second straight week, this time to Olympia, as that game's starting to stretch out there in the fourth quarter of that one. Final again, 44-8, Bowling Green over the Palmyra Panthers in Palmyra. For Chris Grody, Mark Froningstame, we'll see you next week for more football here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.